Welcome to Repairing Lawnmowers for Profit. Now, I just thought I'd do a quick update because I've not filmed many repair videos recently. Now, as you can see, there's probably a good reason for that, is that I can really hardly get in the garage because I've got that many mowers ready to sell in the spring. I won't go through them all, but as you can see, I've got about 15 lawnmowers now that I've bought very cheaply to repair for profit, and the garage is pretty much completely full, and it's just getting a bit difficult to get in now. In fact, I've had to stack that one on top of another one. So my bench space is limited and wants good tidying up, but I've treated myself to a new parts washer, which is excellent for cleaning carburetors, and some nice self-propelled ones. The garage, as you can tell, about 15 lawnmowers ready to go. Starting soon. It's the end of February now, so in another month's time I'm going to start listing these. Now, one little tip this week is that if you go on Google keyword tool and type in the word lawnmower, next to it you'll find a magnifying glass, and if you click the magnifying glass it will tell you the current trends for selling lawnmowers, and it shows you the best time of year to sell these mowers. And obviously between the end of March and the end of April, beginning of May, is when most people start cutting the grass. I mean, that might sound obvious, but it actually gives you the best weeks of the year to start selling these. Now I've got 15 to get rid of, including some I'm just working on outside because I can't get these ones in the garage. I've recently come across these two Honda ones, so I'll take you outside now and we'll have a quick look at these. Well, it's still quite cold outside, but I just thought I'd film this. I picked this one up last week for £60, this Honda HRD 535. It's actually got a rear roller on the back, which is under here. Nice heavy rear roller. You'll probably just about see it under there. Self-propelled. The guy basically he told me that it worked, but it didn't. And the main reason for that was, although initially I thought it was a carb problem, what was happening is in here, if you look at this little link in here, I don't know if you can see in there, but basically the throttle, it's always something simple. The throttle on the handle here was just going down to there, it didn't go any further. And I didn't notice it at first, but actually if you just press it a bit more now, that goes a bit further, and it just starts to choke, which enables the motor to start. So once I'd done that, this lawnmower started and ran great. So I've serviced the carb, I've set the valves, I've checked all the springs over, and it starts and runs great now. It idles fantastic, so I've got that one to sell. And currently, if you look on Amazon for example, these are over £1,000, although I appreciate this isn't in the best condition. I do have the grass box for it, and really, apart from the air filter box which I'll buy, it's complete. So really, for 60 quid, I've got a £1,000 lawnmower there to sell in the spring. And just in the same week, I've also had a bit of luck with this one as well. I've always wanted one of these to keep for myself, and I might actually use this one this summer. This is a Honda Izzy. Now these are very, very popular at the minute, especially with gardeners, because they've got self-propel on them, meaning you don't need to push it. And also it's got a nice Honda GCV engine in it, which is fantastic. It's also got a throttle. And the self-propel's all working. I only paid £50 for that. The guy had it from new. 9 years he'd had this from new, and he couldn't get it going. Now, one little tip I've got, if you can get a lawnmower and you just can't get it started, one little tip, just get some quick start from Halfords. Just undo this spark plug and pull it out. Spray some in, put your throttle on, make sure it chokes on, and start it up. Now, sometimes you'll find your lawnmower will start up and it'll run fine, even for 5-10 minutes, but once you turn it off and turn it on again, it won't run, even though it's been running perfectly, because you haven't sprayed any quick start in here, which acts as a kind of primer. So what you need to check if that happens and it starts and runs is, you may need to clean the carburettor out, but more often than not it's a problem, like I said on the other mower, just with this choke not working properly. Another example of a bad cable I've got is with this one. Now this one, he said it wouldn't start anymore, I just couldn't get it to start. Now the only reason it wouldn't start is if you look at this cable here. And look at the mess of that cable. It's you can see on there, I'm trying to make the focusing better. It's frayed. It's a mess. And when you pull this lever here, as you can see, half of it's split. When you pull it there, basically that is what operates this one here. And all that's happening is there's a micro switch in here on these Honda ones. If it doesn't push the micro switch enough, the mower won't start. So just a simple thing. There's two Honda lawnmowers there that I've picked up cheaply. The first one over there, as I've said, basically had a problem on the choke. It was just a case of readjusting it, which is under here, just tensioning the springs a little bit. And on this one, very similar problem, just another frayed cable. Nothing technical, nothing to do with the carburettor or the valves or anything, no stale fuel problems. So sometimes the easiest places are the best places to look. So I hope you're enjoying the videos, and as soon as I can start selling a few more of these, I'll start putting a few more repair videos on. But get yourself started. If you can pick up a Honda one for about £40–50, you look at the price of these on Amazon, they're a lot. They're going between £500 and £1,000 for a new one. So thanks for watching, hope to see you again shortly.